Hey everyone. Thought I would just pop on here really quick and so today I my new page has just went up. We are live and I'm so excited. Um so new page went up and I'm feeling really good about it. Some people that have already saw it, they really like it. Um Pretty much everything has been a positive yes, and I want to give my personal thanks to Ash. I'm kind of I'm kind of kicking it today, just relaxing. But I'm working, doing some advertisement work for my webpage, doing my reads. That's one thing I like about what I do is I don't have to be on anybody else's schedule. I'm on my schedule that works for me. I'm doing what makes me happy and flowing and keeping my stress level. So so today it was supposed to be like really raining and I said, well, we'll see how this raining today is going to be, if it's going to rain all day, and looks like the sun is out and there's blue sky. So I think the rain probably won't be back until later on tonight, which is fine. Kind of give the ground a break to absorb some of this water. I can't wait to see how Mount Shasta is going to be looking. I'm sure Mount Shasta, as well as Tahoe area, is full of snow. Um, if you didn't catch my video on Instagram about how I went up to Shasta, there is nothing broadcast about there being any snow up there or anything. And then all of a sudden, it's like it was like being in two different dimensions. One side of the street it was snowing, and the other side it was bright and sunny. Literally, like it was split. I've never seen anything like it in my life. Literally, like it was split. Like, oh, let me walk over here. Okay, it's snowing. Let me step out of the snow. It's sunny over here. Weird. It was that doesn't surprise me when it comes to Mount Shasta, because Mount Shasta is always, doing things like that. It's always Mount Shasta is just Mount Shasta. So anyway, I just been kind of working on the information that I was getting from Creator and putting up my new webpage. And it's basically not taking it all apart. Like Seven Elements is still going, but we're gonna lay Seven Elements to rest next year, and we're just going to kind of let Seven Element lead people into the new page called Galactic Spiralite. Now, Galactic Spiralite is, first of all, I got to give hands to Ash Parr, who has been my web designer since I first started into my work. You know, he has been with me on this journey, putting it together. Seven Elements, when we gave birth to that and went live with it, I just didn't know a whole lot about it. Didn't know what should be on your webpage and how you really want to organize it. And boy, did that page go through a lot of changes. Oh, I got to add this, got to take this off, got to put this in, da 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 da. And now to give birth to galacticspiralite.com. I am a .com, not a .org, not a .net, a .com. So I'm feeling really good about that because that just means more people will see my webpage versus with a net. They they don't see it as much. It doesn't get a lot of drive. A .com gets a lot of drive. So I'm really looking forward to that. Um, and then just it's just on an entirely different vibration. So the title of this video is, what are you saying yes to? And what are you saying no to? Okay. What is your yes moment? What's your no moment? So I was noticing something this week that there was a lot of um, postings and a lot of talk of people just up and finally just leaving their jobs and not wanting to participate in new rules in order to keep your job. And Beyonce, there's this song, I forgot the name of the song, but there's this little saying that she has before she leads into the song and goes straight into it. She goes, working 9 to 5 to stay alive, working 9 to 5 to stay alive, 9 to 5 to stay alive, 9 to 5 to stay alive, 9 to 5 to stay alive. And when you really sit and listen to that, how many people were just living like that, working 9 to 5 to stay alive? Sounds terrible, doesn't it? And then we make our heart excuses where we back it up and say, "Oh, well, you got to do what you got to do if you want to live. If you want to have a house, if you want to have a car, if you want to, have all the things you want, you got to do what you got to do to live." I want you to think about that. You got to do what you got to do in order to live. And like I said before, this is the only planet where you have to pay to be born, because you do. Your mother has to pay money for someone to help guide you out of her womb. Okay, call a hospital or a midwife. Doesn't matter. Somebody's getting paid to do it. Okay. Then you have to pay to live on this planet. Pay for your food, pay your taxes, which is going bye bye. Pay that stuff. What do? um, you got to pay for that. Then you got to get life insurance to live on this planet because no telling what might happen to you because you're living on this planet. Okay. Then you got to pay to have someone bury you to exit this planet. So the whole time you exist on this planet is tied into paying somebody or someone to exist on this planet. How does that feel to say to you right now? To just even mention that, to just say that to you right now in this time that we live in energetically. How does it feel when you hear it like that? And when you actually have to stop and say, "Oh shit, she's right about that." You do. Because our excuse as a human is to just brush it off and say, "Oh, well, it's part of what we do." Is it really? Is it really a part of what we do? Or is it something that we program to do? I would say we go with the number two choice, program to do what we do, working 9 to 5 to stay alive. 9 to 5 to stay alive. Kind of puts a different perspective on things, huh? When you look at it that way, when you think of it like that, and you look at it like that, it puts a different perspective. And it really makes you look at your life and say, well, what the hell have I been doing with my life? And then we'll take it one step further. This is why is what are you saying yes to and what are you saying no to? What are you consenting to and what are you not consenting to? Okay, so here's another one. So you say yes to all of this, right? But at the same time, you're sitting back and you're saying to yourself, I work and I work and I work and I give and I give and I give into this job. And I literally was watching some kind of report I was watching on something about how people are just making the choice to just stop working 9 to 5 to stay alive. They're actually walking away and going to go do something that makes them happy. So here's the thing. One couple put it just like this. They say, we were working and working for a company that didn't respect us, that was very, cutting down on us as employees. And, when it comes time to take a vacation, you can't go take a vacation because, oh, you haven't been there 2 or 3 years to get a 2-week vacation. So they always have all these loopholes of how you can't get your vacations until you put in so much time, PTO time, to add it up to give you a paid vacation. Yeah, 9 to 5 to stay alive. Then here's the worst of it. You work for a company for years and years and years and years, 30 plus years, 40 years. You give your blood, your sweat to this company. Okay, and this just happened over in, where was it, France, Spain, somewhere. Um, and you got all this money, you're gonna get your pension, you're gonna get your paid money out and be able to retire nicely. Then the company goes down and none of that money is there for you. It's totally gone. And you put in years of your energy into that company, working for them. Now, I want you to listen to this. You're either working with a company or you're working for a company. Which one sounds better to you? Working with or working for? Which one sounds better? Think about it. Which one? Because I would prefer to say I'm working with somebody instead of saying I'm working for you. Because when I work with my clients, I say, I'm working with you. You're paying me to work with you on these things, da 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 da, to break this pattern, to break this up, to move this out. I'm not saying I'm working for you. Because when we say you're working for somebody, it's almost like you're saying you're slaving yourself out. And slaving humanity, slaving time is over. We're not doing that no more. 9 to 5 to stay alive. And really, really look at it, it's such a heavy programming. 9 to 5 to stay alive. Because isn't that what all jobs are? Oh, working 9 to 5. You're going to work 9 to 5 to stay alive. So what are you consenting to? What is the consent? What are you consenting to? What are you consenting to? What are you still saying yes to? And it's okay. What is that? What are you consenting to? The storylines. How's it serving you? Because do you really think it's your God given um, right to just come onto this planet this earth and to be enslaved into a system that just makes you believe this is it. This is how you maneuver on this planet. This is how you are. Really? I want you to think about that. Because we put down our millennium children a lot in how they think and how they function. And we call them lazy, we call them uninspired, we call them all these words because they do not comply with the old way of 9 to 5. They actually come up with better ways to do things, genius ways. Less time, more fun. Living life. They're living life. Life is not living them. They are living their lives. But yet and still, we put them down because they are not doing the old program, the old thought programs. Bravo to you. You saw through it. You stepped forward. And then the ones of us that bought the lie, working 9 to 5 to stay alive, we're the ones sitting back now, stressed out, anxiety, worn out, can't sleep, um, health issues because we let a company strip our emotional, mental, and physical well being and spiritual well being away from us because we chose that 9 to 5 to stay alive. And then we chose to be on a planet that was just naturally enslaved to begin with. Naturally enslaved. And it's really when you see it from that point of view and you see how everything was just put in place to orchestrate this stuff in your life to make you follow it, it's really, are you living life or is life living you? And then when you get up in age in your 70s and 80s, you literally sit back and say, what is my imprint on this planet? What have I done that was so memorable? Did I live my dreams the way I wanted to? Did I do everything that I wanted to do? Did I risk? Did I step out of the box? Did I become a hellraiser and say F you, I'm going to do it my way? Did I say F you to the 9 to 5? Hmm? Or did I just say, "Oh, yes, please"? Did I just keep it going? Think about it. I really invite you to think about this. Think about it. Because some of the things that I saw was an eye opening and it was a bravo moment because people just had enough. And there's one young lady, I remember what she was saying, and I can't even remember what I was watching. It was just so profound because it just rolled up and I watched it. She said, I was working for a company and they were treating it was a cleaning company and they were treating me so bad I didn't even have time to take a lunch break. I couldn't even take a vacation, couldn't get time off to rest. It was just constantly making me clean, clean, clean all the time, just cleaning all the time. And it was kind of sad because she literally said, I just knew I had to quit that job because it was taking my life away, stealing her life. The 9 to 5. Watch out, the 9 to 5 can steal your life. Hmm. And then she finally just got out of it. She finally left it. Others got out of the corporate world. Corporate, corp, be a corp, the walking dead. Do as you're told, fall in line. I've always been told I'm stubborn, I'm hard-headed, I don't conform. Yeah, I don't. Proud of it too. Dare somebody try to get in my face about it. That's what makes me me. And I wasn't put on this planet for everybody to like me or love me or what have you. I don't care what you think. Because at the end of the day, when the dust is dropped to the ground and the dust has cleared, it's still going to be me standing there with my decision, my free will, and my soul of who I am intact. So, yeah, I did that 9 to 5, and it wasn't keeping me alive, it was killing me. It was giving me illnesses, it was costing me time on a couch to talk to a psychologist because I was burned out and stressed out as a nurse trying to figure out what to do. But I was in that 9 to 5 to stay alive. I can sit back and dissect it now, but at the time when it was happening, it was undissectable. It was like, holy crap, what the hell is this? But really, when you think about it, 9 to 5 to stay alive. What is your, what are you saying yes to, and what are you saying no to? What is it? What's your yes? What's your no? Are you still just going along with it? What is it? Are you still kind of hoping it'll change on its own and you'll wake up and it'll be a different storyline? Well, I'm sorry to surprise you. If you are the director, you're the one that's writing the storyline. So you're going to have to change it. Going to have to get a whole new bunch of new actors. Yeah, there's a lot of acting going on right now, isn't there, in our world? Can you really tell the difference between what's happening, what's made up? What's the storyline nowadays? What's the fear line? What do we got to be fearful of now? Oh my gosh, how much is that going to cost me? That's going to be the new 9 to 5 to stay alive. What do I fear? Really? It actually gets a little boring, doesn't it? Every time you look up, you're supposed to fear something. I like when I was up in Shasta, there was this guy that was standing in line behind me. And I think this was like a month during the summertime. And I remember what he said, and I thought it was interesting because we're all standing in line, and he looks over at these hats, and these hats have these nice big wide brims on them, and has this tag on it saying "Protection from the ultraviolet light to prevent cancer." And I remember him looking at me saying, "Now," and he said it just like this. I totally supported what he said. He goes, "Now, because I am a white person, I have to wear a wide brim hat on my head to protect me from cancer. Another fear I have to live with." He goes, "When does it stop?" I just smiled at him and say, "It's never going to stop because we have to pay to live on this planet. That's the worst part about it." And he goes, "Oh, yeah, I forgot about that." I go, "Yep." It's just when you really think about it, what are we saying yes to? And what the hell do we need to start saying no to? How much longer are we still going to say It's okay for somebody to simply gouge us at the gas stations when they're out there making the stuff happen on purpose. It's okay for us to go into grocery stores and find out on purpose that a lot of stuff isn't being stocked because it's being held up out on the coast. Ships can't come in, the trucks can't get to the stuff because it's all being manipulated. Really? Come on now. And setting it up for shortage. This is why I'm asking you. What are we saying yes to? What are we saying no to? It gets a little boring watching subhumans keep having the upper hand. They're not even human. And I'm going to say it again. And I'm going to say it right here on my channel, Be So Light. There's a reason why it's called Be So Light. Wake up. It's like, you know how you go and you go to the hospital and you have surgery? Well, you can't just go into a hospital now to have surgery because you got these people playing the role of threatening you. The threat of everything. They're threatening you now just to go in to go visit the hospital or something. They threaten your life. You're going there to go protect your life, but they're going to threaten your life by not helping you to save your life. How does this work out for us? It's a little bit of ridiculousness. And what a predicament that we're in. What do, what do? Think about it. Think about it. But back in the day, when I worked in nursing before there was weirdness going on, and when I worked in surgery, I enjoyed that. I really did. I just got tired of some of the labeling that was being put on me because I was working in surgery. I enjoyed it, but some of the things that I was seeing, I did not enjoy, and that I did not like when something would go wrong. Everybody was being put in a predicament to say it doesn't leave this surgery room. All right? Yes. So here's my thing to you. Here it is. Check this out for a second. I want you to think about this. And I've been dealing with Creator, how the Divine Mother and Father are talking, sending their wisdom and say this is this. But think about this. You have been under anesthesia. When you go under anesthesia, they tell you to count. Okay, they're going to give you the anesthesia, start counting from 100 backwards. Some of us might be lucky if we get to 96. Okay, when you are in anesthesia, you're out. Hey, ooh, that's nasty. Yes, I saw a gallbladder fly across the room in surgery. That's nasty. So you're in anesthesia. When you come out of anesthesia, you go through a slight amnesia because you're coming out of it and you're like, did it happen yet? Or what happened to me? You're like kind of discombobulated. You don't know what's going on. You don't know what time it is. Can you feel all everything is like you're trying to wake up and it's sounding weird. You feel like it's warping in and out. You can kind of hear people in and out. You're kind of like in and out, coming out of coming out of it. And then the first thing you say is I don't remember. Amnesia. Now there is a real diagnosis that happened, and it happened to me on my last, or was it my first one? was one of the surgery procedures. I had one, two, three, four. I think I've had four, one, two, three, four, five. I think I had five surgery procedures. I think it was four or five. And I remember one of them was coming out of it was so severe. I wasn't coming out of it, and they were freaking out because my blood pressure was dropping, and they thought they were going to have to do CPR on me. And I think at that time I was way out of my body, and I was like, oh hell, this is exit time, yay! But then my grandmother stopped me and said, you got to go back. You can't be here with us. It's not your time. And I just remember when I'm coming back, is I literally, and through even post traumatic stress syndrome, trauma, had amnesia. Just couldn't remember. Like, I know for a fact things that I went through with, leaving my ex husband, that was so much trauma for me. I literally forgot 5 years of my life because I just wanted to forget how horrific everything was, you know, what I went through, and that energy coming into my life and my family's life, and what it was like, and but really, you think about it, you come out of anesthesia and you have amnesia, and then the amnesia wears off, and then you wake up. Now I want you to lean in close, and I want you to hear exactly what I got to say to you. You are coming out of your anesthesia, and now you are dealing with amnesia, and now you're waking up. And boy, when you wake up, you're now looking at everything saying, what the hell? I didn't sign up for this. Who spiked my Kool-Aid? I didn't sign up for this. I didn't sign up for this part. What is this? What is this? And you're sitting back saying, oh my gosh. Right about now, there's a lot of people coming out of amnesia because they were in anesthesia way too long. And right now, you're waking up. And as you are waking up, you're saying to yourself, what the hell is this crap? So I'm pretty sure there's going to be a whole bunch of John Wicks running around because they have woke up and they're going to be all about, well, I think it's time for me to make a John Wick 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Yeah, that's all that's needed, really. John Wick got it. He's all about boom boom done, boom boom done, boom boom boom. Love John Wick. Love The Matrix. Love John Wick. They go hand in hand. They do. They really do. So yeah, it's. I feel like there's going to be a lot of John Wick moments coming up in the next couple of weeks or so, maybe. Ah, as the movie continues to play, and they haven't run, they haven't showed or run the damn credits yet. We're waiting for the freaking credits. Just roll the credits, like finish, the end. So, what are we still saying yes to? What are we saying or not saying no to? Working that 9 to 5 to stay alive. Think about it. Is life living you or you living life? Which is it? Because right now is not the time to be sitting back with your hand in the sand and thinking, oh, it'll just get better. We're going in the hard part of Halloween right now. We're getting ready to, yeah, that ain't that the truth. We're getting ready to go into the highest hunting season. And I've been making sure to tell young people, please be aware and pay attention to details. In nursing, they teach us two things: CYA, cover your ass, and pay attention to details. That's all you do in your job. You CYA and you pay attention to detail. You're paying attention to details in the orders. You're paying attention to how a procedure was supposed to go. You're paying attention to the cube on a person's body. Is it getting better? Is it getting worse? You're paying attention to details. Is that medication making that patient feel funny? Are they having side effects? We're paying attention to details. That's what we are trained to do. Period. Yes. Please don't be out all night. Halloween is not the Halloween you think. There's others out there that dress up because they can, and they are on the hunt for you, young ones, looking for you. So please, this Halloween, do not be out by yourself, especially if you're a young girl or a young boy trying to look all cute. Make sure you're in a group. Make sure your parents. I'm commanding and asking everyone that is an adult of your children, you better know where they are, whose house they're going to, where is their location. Everybody better have their cell phone on and showing where they are. And parents, I don't care if you have to put phones on tracking device. Do it. Because there are some people right now that are highly upset because their source of income has been disturbed and they need to replenish that. And they are finding all ways to replenish that. And just to FYI you, those of you that are sitting back thinking about everybody that's coming over the borders, they're coming here to take our jobs, they're coming here, da 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 da. No, they're not. They won't even see the light of day of that. They're being taken in their own form of a Halloween hunt. Go watch that movie, Touristess. The Touristess. That's a horror movie. And watch how they do it, how they set people up, and what they do. Trust me, they're not coming over here to get your jobs. There was a reason why everything was when the tea was in, why everything was boarded up, why he had the wall up. It was for protecting them, not trying to keep them out, trying to protect them from coming over here. Just watch the movie Touristess. You'll get the picture, what I'm saying. Hmm. Just get it because this is not the time to be letting your children just run wild. And be careful when you're out there, young ones. Don't fall for the cops in phony uniforms. And if you're doubting if it is a real police officer and they're coming up to you, you say, I need to see your ID. And the ID has to match their badge number. And if it don't match, run. Because that's not a cop. That's not an officer. That's somebody else dressed up. This is why it's dual mirror time because everybody gets to dress up in the costume and you don't know who's who. Hmm. Yes. So I'm making this because what are you saying yes to in your life? What are you saying no to? Or what do you need to say no to and need to say yes to? And yes, Halloween, I love Halloween. I really do. I enjoy it. I just don't like the underlining darkness that's lurking out there that causes a lot of problems and causes harm to young people. And at the mall, that's that's even a more higher time of hunting because everybody's in one group area. Please keep an eye on your young ones. Do not let them out of your sight. It takes less than 3 to 5 seconds to snatch a child. And once that child is snatched, you will never see them again. They're gone because they are so good in organizing how they kidnap these children. All they need is 3 to 5 seconds. They watch a rhythm, they pick them out, and they know exactly how to make that person come to them or be waiting at their cars, blocking their car door, and they have to go on the other side of the car door. They watch. They watch and they pick them out. Come on now. We watched the movie Taken. We watched all these other movies. They show you how they do it. They're teaching you how they do it from their perspective. So take the wisdom of what's being shared and warn the young ones. Everyone that is a grandmother, grandfather, an adult over these youngsters, tell them to be aware and pay attention to details. All right, lovely. I've given the message of what Creator wanted me to say. And those of you that are still working that 9 to 5 job to stay alive, I hope you're happy. If you're happy in what you do, then it's not work. It's your passion. It's what you enjoy. And that's the way you need to live. Is from a passionate place in life. Doing something that you enjoy. But not this 9 to 5 to stay alive. Everything of what you know is about to change for the better. It's getting good. I'm scraping at the kernels at the bottom of the bowl. I got to get a whole nother batch of popcorn. And I'm going to have my friend Deb come over. We're going to have popcorn and lemonade. Well, she'll have beer. I'll have the lemonade. But we're going to have to get the scraping and get some more popcorn going on. Yeah, let's get ready to rumble. That's how I feel. What do? Time to rumble. Yeah, I see a lot of John Wick moments going down. And I'm laughing because it's about damn time. Get rid of some of the trash that is on this planet that needs to go. Get rid of it. It does not need to be here no more. Thank God. John Wick, John Wick, John Wick. Yep, some people are going to get John Wick moments. Very happy about that. All right, lovelies. Thank you for stopping in at Be So Light. I know I haven't been posting very much. I've been really working on my Instagram and Facebook and over there and doing that for the time being as everything goes TikTok, TikTok, TikTok. Oh, look, you're up today. Oh, no. Oh, what? What? There's no power? What? Interesting, isn't it? This planet we call Earth. Oh, and by the way, here's another tidbit to think about. Why do we need a human rights department? Why would we need that? Just saying. Because doesn't it sound like it would be like something else is living on the planet with us that's not human? I'm just saying, because, I know we have animal rights department, animal rights, but why would we need a humans rights department? We already know we're human. Why do we need to have a human rights department? We already know we have rights, right? Do we? Anyway, I'll just let you digest that one and sit with that. And right about now, you're probably thinking, oh, she's just lost it. No, I haven't. I'm not in amnesia. I'm fully awake. All right, lovelies, have a great day. Be so light if you dare. And go and check out the new webpage, galacticspiralite.com. Bye.